Okay, well, we've heard so many powerful stories today about how Oracle customers are transforming with AI. But here's the twist. Our next story is about us because Oracle is also its own toughest customer.
As we should be. And every organization is racing to put AI to work, and Oracle is no different. In many ways, we face the same challenges as our customers: how to scale AI securely, how to measure impact, and how to align people and process. And that's where the Oracle AI Playbook comes in. Joining us to share a little bit more about this is Leah. And Leah, can you pronounce your last name for me?
Yomtovian.
Leah Yomtovian, Oracle SVP of Partner Sales and Operations Strategy. I love that last name, Leah. So thank you for saying it for me.
No problem.
And welcome to Oracle TV.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Okay, let's kick it off. Can you share with us what the Oracle AI Playbook is and why did we, Oracle, feel it was important to not just capture it, but then also share it?
Yeah, so the concept of the Oracle Playbook is not new. We've always wanted to share with our customers the way that we leverage our own technology internally, because it helps them plan their vision, it helps them prepare for success, hopefully avoid some of the mistakes that we've made, and leverage the best practices so they can achieve the same great outcomes we've achieved with our technology. Now, the AI Playbook is exactly that. It's us now sharing the ways that we're not only leveraging our cloud applications and OCI and database internally, but how are we leveraging the AI that's embedded throughout our entire technology stack? What are the outcomes that we're achieving across every functional area? What are the lessons that we've learned? What are the best practices? It's for our customers, and it's also for our partners who work day in and day out with our customers, helping them again with their plans.
That's fantastic. And for anyone who is tuning in for the 1:30 keynote from Oracle founder Larry Ellison, it has been delayed about an hour, but you are lucky enough to be hearing about how Oracle is using its own technology for an AI specifically inside of our company. So my next question is, we have about 150, or probably now close to double that, of AI features embedded across HR, finance. In fact, I heard Steve Miranda say there was like 600 AI agents now.
Yep.
So it's way more than 150. Supply chain, marketing, sales, and service. Pretty impressive. How would you characterize where we are in terms of AI's role in shaping how we execute at Oracle?
So we've been on this path to leverage our embedded AI since it really started to come out. The way that we're organized is such that we make sure that our global process and data owners are continuously looking at the new innovations coming out of our technology and finding ways to leverage them to improve across every process area, every functional area. So we have embedded many hundreds and hundreds of AI features and AI agents. We've adopted many of them across each area. As they continue to come out, we continue to look at them and determine where are the best opportunities for us to use them.
Yeah, and if anybody was watching earlier this morning as we opened our Oracle TV broadcast, we're using AI, and some of that is just like everywhere you turn around, there's some usage of AI. One key aspect of our success and what we share in all of our playbooks, not just our AI playbook, so we share a lot of our business processes, focus on people, process, data, and systems. Can you share more about how important it's been for us to think beyond just the technology part?
Yeah. Just to be clear, the AI, the functionality in our technology, it's turnkey. It's very simple to use. But before you start to adopt it, you really need to have a plan for success. The reason it's important to start with people is because, well, the people are the ones who are driving a lot of the change. And what we've done is, first of all, we have Larry, we have our CEOs, Clay and Mike, who are really telling us what the vision should be around our technology usage internally and AI adoption, which is leverage as much of the technology as we can, not only to improve our business operations, but to improve the technology itself, give feedback to our development teams, and help our customers and help our partners. So we start at the top, then we align that that message from the top with our goals around customer success so that every functional area can envision the way that they need to leverage the technology internally to improve our outcomes for customers. We organize for success. I mentioned global process and data owners across every functional area in HR, in sales, in finance. We have global process and data owners who are responsible for that process area, making sure that we have standard, streamlined processes. We have the same process that we use globally. We don't have 50 different ways of doing expenses at Oracle, as you know. We've aligned on the best practice, and they're responsible for continuing to improve and innovate. And they work with global solution owners, who are the IT owners for that system that we're going to use, to understand what are the features, what are the functionality. Let's create a roadmap together around how we're going to turn them on. So people is really important. Process is the next area, because what we want to do is remember, who are we trying to serve with this experience or with this process? It's the end user ultimately. So technology is not for the sake of, let's say, the people in the back office or whoever else. It's really for the people that we're serving with that process. We need to streamline processes on a regular basis, empower those users to get through it without manual intervention, and make it really delightful. Make sure that they can get through that process seamlessly, and also drive better outcomes for those individuals as well. Then we come to the technology and we look at how we adopt it, how we use those turnkey features. We've centralized our applications so we don't have multiple ERP systems or HCM systems. It's been really important to centralize. We've deployed out of the box, no customizations, and then we're leveraging the continuous innovation on a regular basis. That's the process that we always go through with any of our areas of transformation internally.
Thank you so much for illustrating that. I mean, I can really envision what that process is. And I am so happy we don't have 50 ways of doing expenses. So that's a great thing. And I like that you started with the word simple. But there is an urgency around accelerating adoption. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so that's where it really starts with Larry and
Yes.
Clay and Mike setting the vision for us. But I have to say, it's also coming from the bottom up, where our employees, they want to be able to, actually one of our customers today said it in the keynote, they want to be able to do less so that they can focus on higher impact activities. Switch from doing all the manual, routine, mundane tasks and focus on the most strategic activities. So we're actually seeing the urgency. Yes, it's coming from the top down, but employees are also so excited to be able to leverage things like, we have an internal chat.oracle.com that leverages OpenAI. They're so excited to use it because it can enable them to be more productive as well. So huge urgency from the employees and then also from our leaders.
I get the reports on usage of chat.oracle.com, and however often they send it out, every 2 weeks, it just goes up and up and up. So a lot of urgency and excitement.
Yeah, I'm definitely using it regularly.
Oh yeah. Same.
And I think anything to just help you, work smarter, and that's one of those ways. And so, can you give me an example of the highest impact use cases?
Okay, so let me talk about it. Maybe I'll go through some of the different functional areas.
Sure.
Love that.
In HR, we're leveraging the AI that's embedded in HCM so that we can accelerate hiring and onboarding. We do recommendations both to the candidates on which opportunities they might want to apply for. We give recommendations to the recruiters and to the managers. So we've accelerated hiring. We've also eliminated manual processes from there, a lot more automation there. We are improving talent outcomes as well because we now have AI that helps guide goal creation, performance feedback. A lot more employees are actually utilizing those things, and managers are using it too, which means that we're able to improve our productivity and our performance. We're personalizing employee experiences, and we're increasing employee productivity with things like our benefits agent, where now as an employee, if I need to look up how many days off do I get in a certain country, or what happens if I get divorced, what happens to my benefits, or if I'm having a baby, or if I need to take time off for a surgery, I can quickly go into the benefits agent and I can get help, versus previously where I had to email somebody, wait a few days to hear back, go back and forth on the conversation. Now it's all in the agent. So that's HR. In finance, where we're leveraging the AI embedded in our cloud ERP and EPM, our finance teams are making faster, better decisions. So instead of having to focus on reports that are looking backwards, what they're able to do is help us solve problems and be strategic co-pilots to the business.
Great.
They're also automating processes there, and actually we've seen that we've been able to strengthen compliance. Then supply chain, we use the AI embedded in SCM. We've improved our accuracy, we're reducing errors, we've accelerated procurement, and a big one for us is in CX, where we're leveraging the AI to help us in marketing, sales, and support. Some examples are we're boosting our conversion rates, we're accelerating deal cycles, we're winning more deals, we're providing more proactive and more personalized support. And then one of my favorites is development, because we're leveraging things like our AI agents out of OCI, we're leveraging Apex, we're leveraging Code Assist. And what we found is that we're able to develop our applications that our customers use much faster. We're prototyping faster, we're testing, quality assurance. The transformation is huge across every area. So many great use cases going on at Oracle.
You can definitely tell.
Keep going.
I expected you to say a few, and then you kept going.
But the thing is that they're until they come to light, there's so many going on we don't know about. And Shauna and I are in the marketing services organization, and I can tell you we have tons of things we're experimenting with and that we've made live. They're not experiments anymore. They've become common practices, and I'll bet Leah doesn't even know about them. And we talk a lot.
I'm sure. It's because employees are excited and teams are finding new ways of leveraging AI themselves. So yeah, I listed some, but what we're finding is AI is embedded now into how we're working. It's not experiments anymore. Of course, there are some areas where we're testing things out, but it's embedded in our workflows and in our processes.
You've talked about, the use cases, which you could go on about, and then these really are the outcomes and the results that you're seeing. You mentioned it's like giving back time. It's helping people make better decisions. Everyone is experimenting right now. I think that's really a common theme we're hearing. Besides the fact of we hear speed, we hear give back time. We're all kind of experimenting to see how best it can fit into what we're doing, and also the work, and most importantly, the outcomes.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more opportunity as Steve and Clay and all of our development leaders continue to embed more and more features. The fun thing is going to be to keep up with it, because I think Steve said it in the Partner Success Summit yesterday. He was supposed to deliver, something like 100 and something AI features and agents. This past year, he delivered over 400. That's what the pace of change and accelerated development and innovation is just so amazing.
It really is. It just is a very, very different moment than we've ever experienced.
Yeah.
And now there's more coming from our partners, so it will grow exponentially. The reason we create these playbooks and the Oracle AI Playbook is for our customers who, as you mentioned before, they want to learn from some of our best practices. Many of them, you've told me in the past, come to us and say, how are you doing this? How are you closing the books faster? But now, how are you doing all of these AI things? So how do you see Oracle's experience and us sharing some of these giving customers confidence?
Right, so a few things. First of all, they want to understand that the possibilities with AI are real. So it's inspiring confidence because we're showing them that the benefits are there, and actually it's not so challenging to get there. It really is very turnkey, and you can start small, see the impact, and continue to grow. There are other areas where they also want to learn from us around things like data governance. How do we handle access to data? How do we make sure the data is accurate? What have we done? So they're using it in that way as well. And then some of them are already kind of down the path, and they want to just continue to stay in touch with us around things like how are we managing the pace of innovation. So it depends on where they are in their life cycle of AI adoption. We can either help them really believe that it's there and plan their visions, or we can help them continue to achieve new value and success.
It's a great 1-2 punch, because we've been talking to Gary Miller about the AI factory, and so here we're taking our own use cases and sharing them. We're taking other customers who've had success, and we're kind of just opening up the kimono, sharing with our customers leading the way. It's fantastic.
I gotta say, for anyone who might be watching and they were wondering, where can I get access to the Oracle Playbook? We are doing more than 40 sessions here at AI World, but we also are making the assets available on oracle.com/playbook. They're going to include ebooks, we have webinars, we have OU training. It's all free for our customers and partners because we want them to be successful. So really, I encourage everyone, check it out. And if you have any feedback or any questions, we encourage it. It helps us continue to improve.
Well, that is wonderful. Thank you so much. And what better way to know how best to serve our customers than to be our own customer? And so thank you so much, Leah. This was very insightful. Many things I didn't even know. So we could go back down the use case question for a while. But thank you for being here. AI is truly changing everything, including in our own company. And we can't say that enough. We are living it. And we're at just such an interesting moment. The results speak for themselves.
Okay, up next, we're going to head back to Kay in the hub. Kay, over to you.